What up, guys? We're back at it again. This week, I don't know, but seems like we're going to have a best week. Even the next two. Actually, let me not talk about the next week. Let's talk about this week because the focus will be in this week. I'll also pinpoint why I'm saying we're going to have a best week. Yeah, we're going to go through a couple of pairs. I think EURUSD, GU. Gold, NASDAQ, USD, GERMAN30. Yeah, because those are the pair that I normally look at the majority of the time. The other one, I just look for them in terms of like, forward testing and other things. But overall, I'm always on these ones, even though 90% of the time I focus on indices, but I do look at these one. There's some interesting things that are happening here. So another thing that I once did a video where I was speaking about the weekly highs and lows, also the monthly highs and lows. Those things are very, very important and they are key. Even if you don't understand, let's say, fundamentals or you don't look at them, but monthly lows and highs, those are the key things that you need to understand more than any other thing in terms of like getting your direction correct. So for an example, if you check here, price was going down and price was busy with the lows of previous month. And look, it took many months, it was almost a year or so, which is fine. So now we had a new sentiment like in the market. So it's either we are seeing a pullback from this drop going this side or a complete change of a trend. But we don't focus too much on something that is too far. We're just gonna focus on this area. So what's happening in this area? We're seeing that it's just like breaking down in terms of, let me just do this. We saw price pushed up and the highs has been compromised, and then we saw pullback. So price push up again, so a pullback, price push up again, and we saw a pullback. So obviously there will be like sort of trend line, people thinking that this thing, it might be selling. It depends what are you using, but I'm just like showing you in another side of view. And we saw that price trap around this area and then now trap here. So where are we looking at? Probably we are looking at that high. For me, this is my target that I'm looking at. Why I'm looking at that target is because of I'm having an A, B, C. Majority of the time from B to C, we're going to see off here. We're going to see sort of a correction. Then after a correction, then we're going to see sort of a distribution going to D. And A, B, C, D. What does that mean? It means that A and B would be equals to C and D. That's how I project my sentiment. Then again, what I'm going to look is this thing. If you are paying attention, it's like price was trying to break previous low of the month, but it only here where it did. And it wasn't that much, like small portion. But the month is not done, but already, if you check this month, already engulfed how many? When I say engulf, I don't mean like in terms of like this price engulfing this thing automatically. Because when I say engulf, all these 3-1, someone might be expecting something like this. Me, I'm talking about in terms of like gain. Because if we can pay attention to this one, maybe look for price range for this one. I'm going to do it here. So then it won't be missing. Then you can see like a percentage. But from this to here, you can see that this one is more than this one. So clearly, the bullish are in the market at the moment. So selling for me would be more or be much dangerous. So I would rather focusing on buying the, where's my annoyed? Yeah, I will better focusing on buying. So for me now, I'll be buying, my target will be this one. So this will be my first target, second target, third target. The fourth one is coming from A, B, C, D. So this will be our third target. So that's why I'm saying that this week we're going to see a lot of distribution prices going further up. Again, we have this supply and then we have this demand. So obviously this supply failed actually to breach this one. So that's why I'm saying that for me, I'm looking for price to go further up. Lastly, not many know volume. I've learned it in the past, but I wasn't using it that much. But now somehow just like putting it in terms of like what's that, to do more confirmation, as long as something doesn't complicate my trading and doesn't put too much contradiction, I can put it in. So if you look at this one, for an example here, we saw volume was going up and you see that the trend was pushing more further, what do you call it, further downside. So here we saw bullish came in as a correction, but look at the volume. There is no interest in terms of like volume trying to spike high. So clearly for me, my trading plan is gonna be this target, because I see that the bullish are the one that are in control, because we saw that bullish comes in, bearish, bullish, bearish, bullish, bullish, bearish, because they were liquidating here. Bullish, bullish, bearish came for the past 4 months. There was no much bearish like trying to push like price further down, because at least if they broke this area, then I'll say like maybe I'm looking for something else whereby we're going to look for this one. So fundamentally and other things are just like supporting the price to push further up. So that's why I'm saying on EURUSD, I'm moving further up. So that's why when we go to GU, we're not going to spend more time, because the structure is a bit similar. If we were to look at GU, so on GU, the structure is still similar again. If we're looking at this one, it's like our A, B, and then we are looking for a CD going up. As you can see, trap above this area, then we are focusing on this one. You see price push up. We saw a lot of consolidation here. So, and this time, will depend also how this one closes. As much as I'm targeting this one, but I will have to see how also this week close, because if we're seeing more price pushing further up, then surely we'll be looking for this one. But again, as I've said, that for me, I'm sticking with what I see. I'm not gonna focusing on like trying to shoot the market, unless smaller time frame, I'm just playing around. But overall, I know that my whole sentiment of the market, I'm looking further upside. Again, when it's come to volume, we're seeing this. There is no much interest in terms of like sellers like to push the price further down. As I've said, we have our demand here and we had our supply. So supply pushed, but we see that the sellers were not that much in the market, as you can see here, bullish pushing. And that's why I'm saying that for me, this will be the target for this week. And we know that when price go for these highs, there will be sort of an acceleration, and that's why I will capitalize on. So that's it for GU for me. And in terms of smaller time frame, guys, it's simple. You just have to break it down, and also focusing on the higher highs and higher lows, and look for pullbacks and stuff. So if you look at this, you can see that it's like low, high, low, high, low, high. Probably gonna get maybe another low before another high, but that high for me, I'm looking for that one in terms of like a target. Then for gold, gold is very interesting. We see another higher high. No one knows where this thing going to stop. Yeah, but for me, in terms of trying to project the next target for gold, let me just do this because this is where everything started. I'm just gonna take this clone, and I'm going to have this one, and then yeah. So which means this week for gold, we are looking at A, B, C, and then this will be our D. So definitely gold, this will be my this week target, but it's too near. So which means there's a lot of things that will happen after that. Whether we're hitting this one, pullback goes up, or whether we're hitting this one and get a huge pullback. But I don't want to speculate in a sense where we just have to look for sellers, because we see that there's a lot of people who got banned in this thing. Obviously, people are trying to shoot this whole thing down, but we can clearly see that we had a push going down. This was a consolidation for this whole move, which is a break. Then after price break away from this one, then price push further up. So this is the area that we'll be looking at on gold. Obviously, you have to go to smaller time frame and just use your concept in terms of like going further up, because analyzing on bigger time frame and also entering on smaller time frame, those are the two complete different things. So when it's come to gold, for me, I'm seeing this area. So that will be the area that I'm focusing on. Then we're going to check USD. Let's use this one because it's the one that I normally use. I don't know here. How did this thing got here? Hey, yeah. Okay, so on US30, as you can see, we are seeing another push. So there is many things that can happen here. Also, we saw this one, and we can clone this one. I think this one was achieved, if I'm not mistaken. Okay, nope, not yet. That will be my potential projection on US30. So we have a mini cycle here. Also, that will definitely, it's almost with this one. And we also had this one also, because I'm trying to see which one completes. Yeah, this one look like it's done. Yeah, this one is done. That's why we're a pullback, because every cycle when it ends, we're gonna see sort of a pullback. So we had this one, it's gonna end here for this one. This one here ended here. That's why we're a pullback. That's why if you look at this one, ABC, there was another one, then we're a pullback. So that's how this thing works. Then we have this one. So which means we're going to see further upside. So there's no sign for bearish market actually to what's that, to push the price like further down. But at the moment, the only thing that we see, we're just seeing small bearish, then bullish taking over, small bearish, bullish taking over. So the best thing that we can do is like every pullback that we get, we just have to buy going further up, unless we see monthly comes in close above or below certain area, especially let's say this one, because it seems like this area is still a key for the whole pricing. So if let's say price reject and start to close below this one, then I know that this can be your future target. But as things stands now, there's strongly bullish. There's also earnings that are coming this week. Yeah, so we'll see how things goes with the US data stuff. But for projection in terms of long term, we're looking at this one. Obviously, as I've said that your long term view and your short term view must differ. Because when I say must differ in terms of like entering, because you can't just say let me buy here because you'll find out that on daily price just broke a high and then it wants to retrace before it goes down. So you see, just bought here. So it won't be making any sense. So that's it for US30. Then we're going to go for NASDAQ. Okay, on NASDAQ again, similar thing. Hey, similar thing on NASDAQ. We have this one. This is the area that we are turning. And yes, you can see that high, low, high. Then if we have to ask ourselves, the only time we saw sort of a proper bearish market on NASDAQ was only here. But after that, yes, bearish came. But if you look at this bearish, why they came, obviously, they were just giving these people hope that we're going to push the price down. Also here, so where are we heading now? We are looking at this one on the NASDAQ. And the last one that I will be mentioning will be GERMAN30, because I want to go to S&P 500. Similar thing. These things are strongly bullish. So we look at GERMAN30. It's a similar thing also. Okay. Because I didn't want to go one yearly, but it's fine. We can clearly see we have a whole bearish market. Sorry, we have a bullish market. Yeah, bearish came in. I think bullish are starting to kick in again. Not starting kicking, they've kicked in. So clearly, we are looking for further upside. Yes, people have this tendency of when they see something going up, then someone will say that they're going for a bubble. The market will crash and other things. No one knows when this thing are crashing. You might think the market is going to crash this month or this year, and then it takes 2 years. Because one thing I've noticed with the market crash, even when you study the history, no one really have the answers, to be honest. No one really knows that today this thing is going to crash. No one really knows. We're always getting by surprise. So the best thing we must do is what? We just trade what we see, because we don't have inside info. We don't have high knowledge that is exclusive in terms of us knowing whether this thing is going to crash and stuff. So as investors, we must stop this thing of once we're seeing price creating higher highs, now we start to thinking that no, what goes up must come down. Yes, what goes up must come down, but when? That's the tricky part. So instead of me stressing about the market crashing or the selling and stuff, I just have to trade what I see. What I see now is A, B, C, D is here. So which means there's more room for upside. And that's the area I'll be like looking at in terms of like buying and holding. And then that's it. So for me, I'm seeing more bullish in indices. And the funny thing about the market is that you might find out that this is the year of bullish, where you find December, we're still like seeing price here. And then you look at your charts, like, but this thing was straightforward because look, price went up. Yes, people will be like, okay, yeah, it's supposed to drop, which was good here. And then here, and then people say like it must drop. It did. But here was another trick. Look how many is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 years of rise, and only pullback came once. And then we had another 1, 2, 3 years of rise again, 1 year of pullback. Then you have 1, 2 years now. We can have 3 years of rise again. It doesn't stop there. So that's why I'm saying when it's come to the market, we must be open-minded and just watch and trade what we see, not what we think. Yeah, for me, guys, I'm done. And let's see what's going to happen this week. But for me, I'm bullish. If I'm seeing bearish, it is what it is. bullish week. We are out.